Hey Cancer, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for November 7th through the 13th. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, a collective message for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate. That's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. And keep in mind, you're going to see this video whenever you're meant to see it, whenever you're meant to hear the messages. We have a full moon eclipse in Taurus happening November 8th. So a lot of the things that might come up in this week may be something that's setting things in motion for the next 6 months for a lot of us, or a lot of you, or for people in general, Cancer or not. And also, you guys are very sensitive to moon energy, so we're going to see what might be coming up here for the Cancer collective. One more shuffle. All right, we're going to get right on into it. Move you just a little bit closer. And the first card coming up here for the collective is the Tower. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry, my sweet, sweet, sweet babies. I know a lot of people get scared when they see the Cancer card. I mean the Tower card. So I am going to pull clarifiers here. I would like to remind you that the Tower doesn't have to be something terrible. It's just basically a permanent change that's forever changing our life and pushing us out of our comfort zone. And that could be wonderful things. That could be getting out of a dangerous situation. That could be landing the career of your dreams, or your dream goal in life, or like being able to make an income doing something you love doing that's fulfilling to you, to provide for yourself. It could be finding and landing your dream home. It could be meeting the love of your life. It could be becoming a parent. It could be wonderful things that are also scary, right? Those are things that a lot of people wish for, but when it lands in your lap, it's also a little bit scary because it's pushing you out of your comfort zone. So Tower doesn't have to be something terrible. I do feel, though, Cancer, and I'm going to be very honest with you, and this is coming in intuitively, I feel that a lot of you, especially with this full moon energy that's coming up and the really intense uh, astrological energies that we've been dealing with, I feel like some of you are getting to the point where, like, you're like, I'm going to pop off. Like, I just feel like some of you are in the point where you're wanting to go off on somebody. Like, you have had enough. Like, you've taken and taken and taken and taken in this situation and you're done with it. And I feel like the people around you have no clue. Like, they don't see it coming. They think everything is just hunky dory, business as usual, but you're ready to walk off from a situation. And so I feel in this instance, and this message doesn't come up too often, but I feel in this instance, you're the Tower. The Tower is not something happening to you other than perhaps maybe your paradigm shift, and seeing the truth of a situation, and your viewpoint changing. But I feel like you're the Tower that is occurring in the situation. And you're going to be a Tower in other people's lives or someone else's lives. For some of you, it could be walking off of a job that you just keep hanging in there, hanging in there, hanging in there. So if you are in a situation with a workplace that you just absolutely hate going in and you can't stand being there, and you just keep telling yourself a little while longer, a little while longer, don't wait. Don't like start putting out that resume. Start thinking, what can I do to line up my next thing? Because some of you might be like ready to just walk off, and you're just I just can't do this anymore, and you might just without notice just buy and just leave. If you're not in a position where you have someone that can take care of you financially, uh, you need to make sure that you're able to uh, you know get something else lined up. So if you do have the ability to ask for time off, I don't know what the situation is, but if you are working a job where you get vacation time, it might be a good idea to put in for some vacation time and just decompress and work on that resume and figure out what you're going to do and just start putting yourself out there, and don't wait until you're just up and walking out, because for some of you it is around work. Let's pull clarifiers around the tower. Please show us clarifier 1. Please show us clarifier 2. Please show us clarifier 3. Okay, so for clarifier 1, we have 9 of Wands. You are at your limit. 10 is like, I can't do this anymore. You are at your limit. 5 of Wands, the struggle, the conflict, the competition. Oh, holy cannoli. 3 of Swords. You're like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. It doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. I feel lied to. I feel taken advantage of. I feel disrespected. You're just Cancer. You're in a point where you just cannot do this anymore. You're done. You're beyond done. And I don't know how, like, looking at these cards, I don't know how you've held out for as long as you've held out. So like I said, I feel you're the Tower. Like you've had enough and you're done with the situation. I do feel that for a lot of you, when you just kind of are like, I'm done, 3 of Swords, you're feeling a sense of sadness. You're feeling a sense of loss. Like, I've been pushed to this point. I didn't want it to get here, but I've been pushed to this point. I do feel that the people or the situations that you're walking away from are really going to miss you. Like, really, really, like, they I don't know. I just feel like they took advantage. They took advantage, right? And I think they thought that it wouldn't end, right? Like it was just gonna be like this forever. And so they, what is it? Which song is it? I don't know. I know it's a song, but I just got lyrics that come to my head. I'm not sure what song it is, but it's Misjudged Your Limits Pushed You Too Far. Oh, it's Cure. Boys Don't Cry. Misjudged your limit, pushed you too far. Um, that's what I just feel like is happening here. And let's see the other cards. Next card coming up here for the Cancer Collective, 8 of Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles comes up when, like, we're working out the details of a situation. We're getting busy studying something, researching something. Some of you are deciding to focus on yourself, research a new skill. Some of you are going to be walking away from political or religious organizations or institutions and getting really serious about doing some real independent research here. You're like, I know what I've been told, I know what I've been taught, but like I need to get to the bottom of this and I need to figure things out for myself. And so some of you may be going on this quest for information, this quest for knowledge, and in making your decisions about your core beliefs, your values, the foundation you're laying down to build the rest of your life upon. Some of you could be feeling led or guided to focus on yourself and learn some new skills. 8 of Pentacles can sometimes come up when we have this little intuition to like learn a new skill, get some kind of training, learn how to work some kind of equipment, and it tells us that it's gonna render profit for us. It's gonna be profitable for us to take the time to do that. So some of you may be also getting more involved in like self-improvement, right? Some of you are, I feel, also in like this studying or this quest for knowledge. I feel like some of you are getting really into psychology, like really, like even if you've been to therapy or even if you're currently going to therapy, I feel like you're starting to read about stuff. So you might be getting into like the self-help books, and you might be getting into like understanding psychology better from an analytical standpoint. Or understanding yourself better from an analytical standpoint and incorporating that with your spiritual healing. The next card that's coming up here for the Cancer Collective is Six of Wands. And so this is victory. This is overcoming the obstacles. You had Five of Wands in that Tower moment. You know, that struggle. And then there's the Tower and you're free. Six of Wands. You've broken out of that chaos. You've broken out of that conflict. Okay? Six of Wands is also oftentimes a card that comes up when there's some kind of vindication or validation, like somebody's been lying about you and now the truth is revealed and people are like, oh, well, that's interesting. You said this about Cancer and you said that about Cancer and that Cancer was doing this and Cancer was doing that, but it looks like the whole time it's been you that's been doing that stuff, not Cancer. So there could be something where a truth is being revealed. But I do feel here that those of you Cancers who have been, I don't know if I want to say afraid, but you felt like you can't speak up about situations, or you felt like you had to cover things up for somebody. You had to do damage control for somebody. I feel like you're coming to the point where you're like, I'm not hiding these things anymore. I'm not doing damage control. I'm not hiding or covering the truth so that somebody else can look good, so that somebody else can look better. I just had the phrase whistleblower pop up in my mind. So some of you might have information that you're choosing to share, right? Like, I'm leaving this institution or I'm leaving this organization and this is why. Here's why. Here's the truth. Here's the dirty laundry. Some of you might be airing out some dirty laundry. Could be a relationship, it could be a company. But I feel here there's a sense or a feeling where, like, you're saying the truth. You're like, I'm not holding back. Here's the truth. Here's the truth of the matter. I'm tired of trying to protect other people's reputations. I just feel there might be this kind of element here for some of you. Maybe some of you have been in a really narcissistic situation and you're done. You're tired. You're sick of it. Next card coming up here for the collective is the Eight of Wands. And Eight of Wands is things happening quickly. Blockages are over. Blockages are out of the way. Things are moving quickly. This is news, good news coming in, movement, you know, like being unstuck. It's also a card that comes up in my readings when we're really connecting with our passions and we're starting to live a life of passion. And so I just feel there's a massive shift here. It's like, I just feel like you have this taste of freedom. And now that you've had this taste of freedom, there's no going back. And things are going to be different from now on moving forward. And people are going to have to get used to that. But it's a very empowered energy here. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign and rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a link in the description that will take you to the other videos so you can find them. Love readings for November are also linked in the description. And if you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to the scheduling page where you can schedule a private reading with me. And for those of you who don't know, now through the beginning of December, I'm setting aside a portion of the private reading income that comes in, and I'm buying toys for Tots. And I'm going to be posting pictures of the toys I buy in the community tab and pictures of the donations so you guys can see what you're helping me to donate. I did share some of the toys on the card of the day for November 5th. I haven't taken pictures yet, but I will, and I'll put them in the tab. But be sure to check out the card of the day videos as well on the channel. I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.